Good morning, everyone. And well, I hope I can remember everything you asked us to share. It's been wonderful. Like I told you before class, this was my birthday gift to myself. I turned 56 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
And
happy belated birthday.
so I like to study with different teachers because sometimes you need to hear things more than once in different ways for it to really sink in. And I have really, really enjoyed the pranayama practices because I find a lot of teachers skip over that. It's very asana focused. And so that is something that I would like more on, pranayama practices. And I don't remember if I was supposed to say anything else.
Well, first of all, did it meet your expectations? And if there's any suggestion that you have for any improvements, any modifications, changes, etc.
No, I mean, it definitely met my expectations. It got me up most days. I missed two, and not being a morning person.
It's fine. You don't need that.
So it was a nice little infusion into my own home practice, which is not an hour and 45 minutes. So I have enjoyed that very much. I will probably taper it back a little bit again. But it's been absolutely marvelous. So I don't know, I think you've done a stellar job, Supas, in sharing and demonstrating and made it really available to everybody.
Excellent. Thank you, Anne. That's very kind of you.
Oh, and I did want to just share one thing too. I did upload the two demonstrations on YouTube, both Firefly and Scorpion pose, so you can just find them there.
Can you send the link maybe?
I will, yes, I will send the link.
That way I can share that in my email to everyone.
Yes, I will do that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So kind of you to do all that, for us. Wonderful.
Happy to. Thank you.
So this camera is turning on. So instead of this camera is getting turned on.
Oh, this camera is getting turned on.
So you can disconnect it.
Okay, let me remove. Hold on a second. Oh, I see.
Disconnect it.
Yeah. Is that okay now?
Now you have to switch this on.
It's on,
Is this camera this one?
Okay.
Take this off.
Oh, I see. That's my microphone. I'm using that as my microphone.
Okay, cool. Now it's on.
But my laptop's microphone is not very good. Okay. That works very well because it catches everything from far off. Okay, so let's move on to Anu.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. So as usual, it's just been an amazing experience. I'm nowhere ready for level 2, but I really enjoyed it. And I could thank you, Anne, for the baby shoulder pose. That's so much easier for me to say. It's been an amazing experience and I could do it. So, or at least I think I can do it. That's all been amazing. And this time around, I kept thinking about, how well these yogis should know our body and our mind because, they have structured poses that can help different parts of your body. And thanks to you, Subhashri, for explaining it so well. It makes all the difference because through you, we can experience what we should experience, I think. So it's just been amazing. An hour and 45 minutes is a little difficult, But other than that, it's just been great. Thank you so much.
And when you say it is difficult, in what way is it difficult?
Um, difficult because I have a young child, and
Okay.
last week.
Timing wise, yes.
Yes.
Well, as you notice, even sometimes I feel even an hour and a half was not enough to cover everything that I want to cover. So,
Right.
but that's how it is. But thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Bala.
Everyone. Thank you, Subhashi, for this wonderful course. I also want to thank Anne actually for the modifications, specifically the Viparita Karni with the block. I find that actually very nice for my back. So thank you. I felt like that was one of the things that I picked up. For me, I mean, I've taken several of these online classes with Subhashji. So I didn't really have any expectations of the course, but I did have some expectations of myself because for us, it was a new routine. This is the first class that I've taken after my older son started middle school. So when everything is kind of shifted up a little bit early. So I felt that this was helpful for me to set a new routine where everything is kind of shifted up before. So I was happy that for most of the days I did start my day earlier and was able to finish meditation before I started started the yoga. I was not able to stay past 7:30 for most of the days during the weekdays. So I guess that was that was something I could not do personally. But I think overall it was a very nice experience. Although I couldn't do many of the modifications, and I couldn't do many of the level 1 things because I know there are certain areas of my body that need a lot of work. But finally, I mean, the one other thing that I want to point out when I share basically is I noticed that whenever I do these extended yoga classes, it's about a mindset, and it's a mindset that you become open to other things. So for this particular class, when thinking about yoga and thinking about some of the discussions that go on in class every day or on Saturday, I came across one book that I wanted to share. It's a very short book that just came out. I caught like the name of the book on radio. It's called Dopamine Nation. And I bought the book. I read it. It's like a very short book. I read it, and I thought that it was how resonant it was with some of the. It's about habit formation, about addiction, and some of the things that we've talked about here in class or in Yoga Sutras. I thought found resonance, and then I was able to connect that with a book that I had previously read called The Power of Habit. So I think. So it's about how everything is connected, and one positive change can have positive changes in other spheres of your life. So that's all I have. Thanks.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Very, very nice, Bala. Very good. Okay, let's move on to Deepa.
Okay, so I wrote down a few notes. So the reason I really wanted to come to this class was, I think I mentioned earlier, 5 years ago, I did the 21-day program, and my health was exceptional at the time. And since then, I've always been challenging myself, as Subhashi always encourages, like to have my own yoga practice. And so I would always do it for a couple of weeks and then slip back into a different schedule, skip my workouts, and on and off. And then I was like, okay, finally I realized, I need somebody to shake me up, from that mentality. So I'm back here to kind of remind myself, that it's okay. Waking up early and doing the yoga practice can, give me a world of benefits, kind of motivate me. So, but I know I don't want to stop with this 14-day program because I know myself. So I just want to keep signing up for your morning program, Subhashi. So eventually I can, have that practice on my own. The level 2 itself has been like really humbling. I'm really a level 1 according to your standards, or maybe lower, but like you've mentioned, it's just been a journey into like self-exploration. There's like an inner universe within each of us, and we learn so much about the science and engineering of the outside world, and it's been so humbling too, that your body can achieve so many things on autopilot, but while we try to build something, maybe 1,000th complexity of it, it takes like an army of engineers to do that. So it's amazing to experience that force and energy within. And I want to also say thanks to Anne, really, by giving the gift to yourself. You've also given us the gift, by teaching us these poses. So thank you. And to Venu also. And Subhashi, I can't thank you enough, for all that you do. Not just physical yoga. I think I'm the reason I come back and can connect to you is because you offer like the entire package, meditation, just the attitude, and like Balaji was saying, it's like you start to make these connections with everyday experiences, whether it's with my son, with my colleagues, with my neighbors. You start to like enjoy and be aware, be more forgiving and accepting of, and then really loving life, right? That's what we're here for. So thank you.
Yeah, very nicely put, Deepa. That is beautiful. Very nice. Thanks for sharing. That's beautiful. Okay, we'll move on to Henry.
Hi, Subhashi. Hello, everyone. Well, yeah, so for me, this has been an awesome experience. It's part of a larger journey. I've been taking these morning sessions for some time, and it's been a huge help to really around mindset for me. I think that's the biggest thing, even though most of the focus is asana. Yeah, but even with the asana, it's this one has been hard for me. I'm definitely more of a level 1 practitioner, I think. But I felt good doing it. I think, Subhashi, you're good at making sure that we're staying safe in the poses, that if it is a difficult pose, that, I feel like I'm not going to get hurt. I have gotten hurt in the past, like pushing too hard or something like that. So yeah, and I feel like at the end of these sessions, I'm not, in past sessions, I've like just tried to get across the finish line, and that would be like a success. But for this one, I feel like it wasn't as hard to get across the finish line for some reason. So level 2, I guess, wasn't as hard as some of the level 1s for me.
That's good. Yeah.
And anyway, thanks for having me, and yeah, I look forward to continuing.
Thanks for joining, all these programs in the morning. Enjoyed having you. It's almost more than a year now that you've been coming regularly now, I think.
Yeah, it's been quite a year. So you've been a huge help in my life. I don't know how much you know it, but it's been.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. All
Henry, you should come to the breakfast next time.
I know. I need to take a trip down. So thank you.
Very nice. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to Keshini.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Subhash. So I've always had a very consistent meditation and pranayama practice, but I started the 21-day level 1 with Subhash back in when we shut down for COVID and we went virtual. And my asana practice has been all over the place. I practiced in the morning, in the evening, and I was always trying to find this balance. But that very first 21-day session got me more into a routine where I've been pretty consistent with doing asana in the morning, right after, just like Bala, and right after my meditation practice. And I think this 21 days or 14 days, whichever session you take, is a great way, not just for people that have a consistent morning practice. It helps to shake things up a little bit. And these level 2 poses were very difficult for me. I also suffer from vertigo. So sometimes anything that has my head inverted is not the easiest thing to even attempt. But even for seasoned people that do yoga, it's a really good way to shake up their regular morning routine with change, because sometimes we get in this groove and this rut and we do the same thing all the time because it's easy and we don't want to push ourselves outside the limits. So these 2 weeks has really pushed me to my edges in a really good way. And then for those of us that don't have a consistent practice, these things really help you. The first 21 day, I think it's been a year and a half now, really changed my life as far as getting me into a really consistent routine. So I think this session and all the sessions are more than I can imagine. The only request I have that I've asked Subhash before is that would love to see at one point if he would do a Bhagavad Gita type 2-week intensive, just like the Yoga Sutras, which are amazing. So that would be my only request. But as always, a big thank you for everything that you put out there and all that you share with us. We grow just a little bit wiser every day from attending all of your sessions. So thank you. And big thank you to Venu and Anne. I know Venu, you've been with us demoing all this for several months now. So thank you so much for showing up for all of us.
Thank you. Yeah, I know I have considered this Gita thing, but then what I look at Gita, it's 700 verses, 18 chapters, so to organize a session, it's taking a little more time than I thought it would. I'm not able to yet put my arms around what I want to present in these, in the 2-week session or whatever. So I'm still working, thinking about it. It might take some time, but I'll definitely get to that sometime.
And we will all be here.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you, Keshini. All right, let's move on to Manisha.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Yeah, what to say? Yeah, with Subhashi, it is always pleasantly like happy moment whenever I come to your class. So this time in 14 days, I decided, okay, I'm going to continue all the day, every day, not missing a single day for practicing yoga. And thank you, everyone, for being in the group. It gives really a positive energy. Even if it is long distance, it reaches to everyone, the positive energy of regarding the yoga.
Very true.
And thank you, and Venu, for showing us some asanas, and it's been really amazing group. I really enjoy it's as everybody says that we are not the morning person, but we are trying. I get up right before the yoga time, and somehow I managed to be in the class and look forward for the continuing classes with you, Subhashi. Probably I may come in the evening time if it is not working out for me on any day of the morning time.
Sure.
Then I'll do your class in the evening.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, and yes, would like to learn Yoga Sutra, like Patanjali Yoga. So I don't know how to start and where to start. maybe I'll get guidance from you.
Sure, give me a call anytime. Yeah, feel free. Call me.
Yeah, sure.
Talk about that.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Manisha. All right. Moving on to Prabhu.
Yeah, hello everyone. Good morning. So the level 2 course, Subhashi, is a little bit challenging. Some of the poses have been little difficult for me, but I really enjoyed some of the difficult ones as well, like the headstand and uh, handstand. Surprisingly, I was able to do handstand as well. I mean, it is quite surprising how much you can do with. I mean, this push was necessary, I believe. Uh, and uh, sometimes when we hold the poses for very long time, uh, uh, I'm not able to do for so long, but I think it increases our ability to hold the poses and go deeper the next time you do it.
Yes.
So
Very true.
I'm observing that. So when you, especially the bending poses, so I mean, next time when you do it, I'm able to do it better. So unknowingly we are that increases our ability, I believe.
Absolutely.
So this is a very wonderful session, Subhashi. I only wish it was for 3 weeks instead of 2. That's the only feedback I have for you. That's all.
Very good. Now, in the past, as you know, I've always had it 3 weeks, but this time I decided to try 2 weeks. But
Okay.
but we might go back to 3 weeks in future, whenever we.
Yep.
Very good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah. Thank you, Subhashi.
All right, let's move on to Srikanth.
Hey, hi everybody. This is Srikanth Venkanagari. Yeah, I enjoyed this session. I only did in the mornings. I used to drop off around 6:30ish most of the classes because my kids start to school. But on the weekends, I do enjoy it. I did this one and also 10:15 class as well. So been the Shibashji for at least more than a year, and I can tell that my yoga forces, asanas, and whenever I do running, the recovery time is much faster, and this really helped me. And I think I would try some of the intense. It's hard, like balancing poses and stuff. It's really hard for me to do that, but I'm trying. I think I will get it sometime. But yeah, but I'm nowhere near, actually, nowhere near to Mr. Venu as well. But I think I will improve, and yeah, I will definitely continue this course at least for a year for sure. So uh, yeah, yeah, that's it from my side, actually.
Thank you, Srikanth. That's very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you for being a part of these programs for such a long time now. Wonderful. It's great to have you.
Thank you. Thank you, Subhash.
Okay, moving on to Sunaina. Sunaina, you need to unmute if you are.
Oh, sorry. Can everyone hear and see me?
Yes, you can.
Okay, great. Yeah, so this is the first time that I've ever taken a level 2 class with Subhash Uncle, but it's not my first intensive, certainly. I think I've been doing the intensives for about 2 years now, on and off. I will say the level 2 is definitely more challenging for me. It's been quite some time since I started yoga, but at the same time, I really enjoyed the challenge. I think, I've taken level 1 course a few times now, so it was nice to be doing something different. This experience was also a little different for me because I made a point in the past intensives that we've done. I wasn't as particular about, excluding meat and excluding alcohol. And this time, I don't know what happened, but I just didn't feel like eating or drinking any of those things. And so in that way, it was kind of cleansing, and it was a really nice reset after a really busy summer. And I think really helped mentally focus and prioritize my energy into doing yoga and into, I think, trying to meditate, and also just, I think, just like I said, resetting. So I really enjoyed that part of it too. I think every intensive that I take brings new lessons and new experiences. So I'm just excited to continue, joining your intensives over time. And this was a really great experience.
I'm glad to hear that you're adding meditation to your practice. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I think I try to use these intensives as just a way to kind of mentally center myself sometimes. So as I've taken more intensives, I think I've gotten better about trying to include that portion of it too.
Very nice. Very
good. As always, Subhash Uncle, thank you so much. My whole family, we love your classes, and I don't know, I don't think that I would have a relationship with yoga that I do now if it weren't for you. So
well, that's very nice of you, very kind. Thank you, Sunaina. Wonderful.
Thanks, Uncle.
Yes, all right. Let's move on to Uday.
Hello, Subhashi. Hello, everyone. This is Uday. I joined this session. I stopped attending Subhashi classes I think last year. I was busy with other activities. So I thought of attending and taking my practice to next level. Mainly, I lost my day-to-day practice recently. So I thought it's going to be like a good start to establish a good practice. I thought of doing yoga at least 1 hour every day from today at least. Yeah, and I feel like so well during the last 2 weeks. I see I'm quickly recovering from whatever the other activities I'm doing. So I already see the difference. That's really I wanted to see, but I lost that one recently. But hopefully it will be back after my day-to-day practice. And particularly this session, I like this session so much, Subhashi, compared to last year's level 2 session. Because last year I see we are spending more time on discussing some concepts. Maybe because of that, I lost the rhythm in the class and sometime in the middle, but I didn't notice that time during last year. But I clearly noticed this year it's like perfectly well planned session. That's what I thought.
Very good. Thank you.
And yeah, I thought of coming like 1 hour every day for practice at least, and maybe more if possible. Yeah, I just want to thank you and thank you everyone, Venu. And Venu, I see you are doing very well compared to last year. That's what I noticed.
Venu is always on my side. Very nice. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Uday. All right, let's move on to Venu.
My turn came. Hello, everyone. Namaste. Namaste to everyone. I have 2 weeks went by quickly. I've, of course, enjoyed the class. I've been with Subhashi for 2 years now. Like Uday mentioned, I see a big change in myself. I mean, Uday used to come to the class and we know like where we stood, but it still feels like I'm at the very beginning and I still can't do many of the poses. And sometimes Subhashi thinks I can do more than I can. And that's a challenge too. But I definitely enjoy going there, and like everybody has put very well. And Subhashji does so much for us, and I cannot thank enough. And yeah, like Sunaina said, yoga wouldn't have been what it is for me without Subhashji. I mean, it's just incredible, the theory part and the physical asanas part, everything. Yeah, and thank you, Anne, for putting those videos together and especially uploading onto YouTube. It gives us a chance to go back. I mean, those are difficult asanas that your instructions were really good. Yeah, like Subhashji's instructions. So it gives us a chance to go back and practice those. That's very nice. And Viren, Chetna, and Sunaina, thank you for hosting us for the breakfast. It was really lovely. And for those who are out of town, I mean, next time you attend and you the 2-week or 3-week class, and if you want to make it to breakfast, I mean, we have an empty. We are empty nesters. You're welcome to come for the weekend, stay with us, and enjoy the breakfast. I mean, it's a really nice time we have. So outside of the difficult asanas and all that. Uh, yeah, and I think Anu or somebody mentioned, yeah, I mean, our kids are out and empty nesters, but Subhashi, I think I still, I kind of prefer 1.5 hour sessions to 1 hour 45 minutes, and maybe 3 weeks. Just, I don't know. I kind of throw time into half-an-hour blocks, I guess. I don't know. But it just feels like getting that 15 minutes back is, yeah, like it adds pressure on other side. So 1.5 hour is my preference if I had to suggest any improvements.
In the
Yeah.
past also, this level 2 program I've always done an hour and 45 minutes in the past also.
Yeah, even in the 3-week kind of format, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, I did that
Yeah.
because you know I still like to do the basic rhythm, basic routine, and then add a few more of these level 2 poses that adds a little extra time. Well, we'll see. You know, if everyone feels that 1.5 hours is good, or if 1 hour and 45 minutes is too much, then we'll reconsider it. No problem. Yeah.
And the group energy is always good, and maybe we can use the WhatsApp to encourage each other, share and grow together. Yeah. Then so yeah, the group helps so much. I mean, reinforcing each other and yeah, helping. Of course, yeah. That's all I have, Subhashi, and thank you so much for everything you do.
I always like to add that you're my right-hand man on my left-hand side. Always appreciate your help, your guidance, your support, and everything. You know, it's wonderful, wonderful to have you. You know,
thank you.
Such a joy. All right, finally we have Kunal here.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, I mean, you have said it all that I wanted to say, but yeah, I mean, with the level 2, I knew that I wouldn't be like doing many of those, but with Subhashi's instruction and how he transitions from warm up to take you to those poses and making you work a little harder to stretch a little bit further. So it really helped me. I mean, I can see a little more twists in my body compared to level 1. It's been really great. His calming voice, and also he brings in extra in you, like extra theory, giving perspective of every asana, getting feedback from everybody, and incorporating into each of the sessions. Always available to answer any questions. So it's really great to be with Subhashji for these yoga classes, and obviously with everybody. And also these feedback sessions are great because we see different perspectives, how people are incorporating this into their daily life, and I see like how it's advantageous in different ways for different people. There's one thing that is always challenge for me to get up early, but now since I've been coming to Subhashi's class for a couple of sessions, a couple of programs, so it's my body's not tuned to wake up early.
It's good.
Yeah, and I don't sleep more than 6 hours these days, so it's enough. So it's really energetic, and yeah, it's more to look forward to. thank you very much. And yeah, this group energy is really great. Everybody's making an effort. 1 hour 45 minutes. I mean, it goes by so fast. One day I missed, and then I said, "Oh man, it's 1 hour 45 minutes that we get engaged in, but we don't realize." And body doesn't complain. Mind, body, everything is so perfectly in sync for that much amount of time. So
Yeah.
it's only Subhasji's perfect smooth into these different phases during this program or each session. So it's been really helpful. Thank you. I'm looking forward to more, Subhasji.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for your kind words. Did I miss anybody? Does anybody want to add anything more? Okay. All I can say is I'm absolutely grateful to all of you for doing this, for joining the program and attending.
Subhashi, we cannot see you.
You cannot see me? What happened to my video? Is that better now?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I turned it. Okay, so it's every program that I offer, it's a great learning experience for me. Also, I have to think about each session, see what I want to prepare, present, and especially some of these asanas that we did in this class. I have a little bit of handicap because of my shoulder, but then with help from you guys, with great help from Anne and Venu and many of you, it is just amazing. We can, with everyone's support and cooperation, we can attain, we can achieve much more than, what just one single person can do. So I express my gratitude to all of you, for being a part of this. And, many of you have said you're not level 2 person. I don't think I am a level 2 person, but I like to share these things, so that we can learn that there is more that we can add and then more to our practice, and challenging, but at the same time keeping it at a level that you feel comfortable with. Never overdoing it, and slowly with time we get better. Our bodies become more flexible, muscles loosen up, and then we become more aware of ourselves, and we just keep going from there. So it's been a great experience for me also. All right, so like I mentioned, the next program will be a 7-day program, and I'm going to send the emails out either tomorrow or the day after for just a 7-day intensive on hamstrings and quads. It's a very new experiment that I'm going to try. We'll see how that goes. Okay. And then after that, I think I'll go back to my pranayama intensive or something like that. All right. So that's the plan.
Subhashi, would you be sending the link for the daily recording so that we can continue for next 14 days?
That link is already with you. I've sent it in the very beginning.
The recording link? Can you resend, please?
You send me an email, I'll send it to you again.
Oh, okay.
I sent it already in the very first email that I sent out on the very first day. So,
okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah, you can otherwise send me a link, send me an email, and I'll be very happy. Yeah, you have access to all these videos, every day's video on YouTube now. So I'm putting it on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Every one of these. Yeah. And I also have a set of 2 videos that I did long time ago, and many of you have used that and enjoyed it. It's set of 2 videos, one on asana, one on pranayama and meditation.
Yeah, I do have those, and I do use it every day whenever I do the yoga.
Very nice. Yeah. So Kunal already sent the link for that file that has all the links.
Yeah, got it. Thank you so much, Kunal.
No problem.
So
for such a quick response.
Yeah, he's very quick with that.
I know. Yeah, it was fun having with you all.
All right. So that's pretty much all that I have. Let me see if I have anything that I need to add. For some of you who have shown interest in Yoga Sutras, I do have a study group where we meet twice a month on the second and fourth Saturday. Of course, currently we are already back in the fourth chapter, so we are toward the end of the discussion now. But you're most welcome to join. At least you'll get an idea where we are and what we study and work together, and then we'll keep going on that. All right. So there's a study group. If you're interested, let me know, and I'll add you to that list. And you're welcome to join in. Second and fourth Saturday in the afternoon, 1 o'clock.
Okay.
That's this Yoga Sutra. And I have been doing in the past these monthly workshop where I present a talk, which we just completed the round, which lasted about 2 years in the last session. And I'm going to take a break for about 2 or 3 months, and then we resume those monthly talks on the Yoga Sutras. So there are two avenues for Yoga Sutras. One is a talk that I give, that's once a month. The other is a study group where we study the texts together. Okay, those are two avenues for learning about the Yoga Sutras.
Okay.
I'm already thinking of doing a program on the Gita. A couple of you have already mentioned that, but when it will happen, I don't know, because I'm still not able to put my arms together how to present it. It's a little bit of a challenge. It's a large text, so I'm still working on it. If there are no other thoughts or questions, we would like to conclude this session. And one last thing I always like to add, if you like these programs, or if you like this program, please recommend it to your friends, neighbors, and whoever you are in touch with. If you don't like something, please don't mention it to anybody. Only talk to me. All right. Let's close the eyes. Sit up nice and tall, comfortable. Recite Om once now, deep inhalation. Palms together, prayer position for the Shanti mantra. Inhale. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Lead me from unreal to the real, darkness to light, from the fear of death, knowledge of immortality. Peace, peace, peace. Palms. Let's cover the eyes softly with the palms, just relaxing the eyes. Release the hands, join the palms again, raise them up, and then as you exhale, bend forward. Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. With deep gratitude, I bow down to all my teachers, my gurus, with a very special tribute to our Guru Sage Patanjali for giving us this beautiful practice and wisdom of yoga. Slowly coming back up. Thank you all very much. Once again, we'll hope to see you back soon in a weekly class or in one of these morning sessions.